The process of tuning into and making sense of a person's world begins with them telling their story while we are being present as possible and being prepared to walk in their inner landscape alongside them.
Yes, because the skill here is staying with them and tracking them. And as they tell their story, their process unfolds, revealing a treasure of possible meanings. They will begin to feel heard and seen, and their experiences witnessed. The simple act of listening and being present can be transformative. So what do we mean by process, Debs?
Well, active listening skills support a journey in which to understand and make sense of feelings and experiences. Active listening is not just repeating back the content or the words of what is heard. It involves listening to the subtle nuances between the words, the non-verbal communication, the feelings that go with the story.
Yes, because it's not about just listening to the story, but how the story is told. And this is what we mean by listening to the process. We are actively trying to pay the most detailed and special attention using all our senses.
So in short, content is the client's story, but the process is the way of telling it. It is the helpee style of telling it. Listening to the process involves listening to the subtle nuances between the words, the music behind the words.
Yes, the non-verbal communication, the feelings that go with the story.
And to notice if their speech is matching their body language, and if the words are emotionally loaded, or if there's an absence of any emotion.
Yeah. And this is both in yourself and in the helpee.
Oh, yes, of course, yes.
And it's important to notice the dynamic that sits between the two of you. What about the dynamic that sits between us, Debs?
Pow! To become an effective listener, you need to consider your own agenda and what pulls you into wanting to help others. And to do that, you will need to listen to your own internal process.
Yes, because our own process can get in the way of being able to see our helpees process. Listeners must always remember that our own process doesn't stop when we are listening to others.
Listening to your own process involves self-reflection and inwardly asking ourselves questions such as, during dialogue, am I fixing myself on the helping continuum, or am I moving freely along?
Or am I getting busy by thinking about what to say next?
Am I meeting my own interested needs?
You always do. Am I becoming bored or too personally inquisitive?
Am I experiencing any intense emotion? If so, what are they?
Do I feel that I want to share my own experience that I think will help them feel better?
Do I want to demonstrate that I know better?
You always do that too. It is important to consider your own personal therapy to gain insight and to explore your own process further, to raise awareness, to avoid contaminating the listening process with your own material.
Please give any thoughts and feelings, ideas and feedback in the comments below. And in the meantime, subscribe to our YouTube channel and download our app on the Amazon App Store and follow us on all the main social media platforms.
Yep.